How's everything going, guys? Welcome to another video here. I am Guenter. Hope you are doing well, guys. We are back with the Royal Rumble 2026. The Rumble is live here, guys. It is live. We're back with another video here. This is episode 9? 8? 9? 9. I think it's 9 of my series. This is the first pay-per-view. We're finally here. So, we are going to start the show off with a couple of pre-show matches. I decided to throw this pre-show match together. We've got a 17,000 seat stadium capacity. So, in a pre-show bout that I did some reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Rusev defeated Javon Evans in 7:53 with an accolade. Yeah, Rusev is doing absolutely nothing. And it's a shame because the guy's an absolute fucking beast. But I need to start doing something with him. So, Javon Evans, when I first saw the guy and watching him, my first impression of him is he reminds me of Kofi Kingston, like a taller Kofi Kingston in his day. But he's a lot more high-flying than Kofi used to be. So he's a more high-flying, taller Kofi Kingston. So, and I'm like, Rusev, I want to try and maybe get him back up to where he used to be before he went to AEW back in the day, which is get him in the US title picture. I remember when he had that massive run with the US title. He was really fucking good. So, this match gets a 48. So, yeah, we get 48 segment, 46 for wrestling, 35 crowd, and also the commentators is Michael Cole and Pat McAfee for pay-per-views. Next, we get a 63 in a decent pre-show match. Ray Phoenix and Penta versus DIY. Defeated DIY in 1609 when Ray defeated Ciampa with a Spanish fly. This gets a 63. So, some of you are going to be like, why have you done this? Well, I thought, well, Raw and SmackDown guys are on the same card. Ray needed a partner. So, for one night only, the Lucha Brothers got back together to go against DIY and beat him in 16 minutes. And it gets a 63. That's actually really good for a pre-show. So, yeah, really fucking good match to start off for the pre-show. DIY and Ray Phoenix and Penta, great match. Then we have all the pyro like Cricket Wireless presents the Royal Rumble and pyro. Alright? And then we have the commentator says this. The first contest of the night is the Women's Royal Rumble match. So the women will go on first. And the winner of the match, in a bout that a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Roxanne Perez is the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble winner. Yeah. So, at the end of the last week's episode, I mentioned that I've got big plans for Roxanne Perez. There it is. Roxanne Perez. Alright, Roxanne Perez is the Royal Rumble winner for 2026. In real life, it was Liv Morgan. So I actually gave it to the other member of Judgment Day. So I decided to give it to Roxanne instead. So, what changes are these? Hey, Sol Ruka's got a new gimmick. Gives a small boost of charisma during matches and angles. Hey, fans like Sol Ruka's gimmick. So, everybody was cool. The final 4 was Roxanne, Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, and Alexa Bliss. The final 2 were Roxanne Perez and Becky Lynch. So it was Roxanne and Becky, but final 2 is that. So yeah, Roxanne Perez is the winner of the Royal Rumble. So, and then at the end of that, Roxanne celebrates that, points at the WrestleMania sign, going, I'm going to WrestleMania. So Roxanne Perez is going to WrestleMania. which title she's going to go after. At the moment, we've got a babyface champion in Stephanie Vaquer, and we've got a heel champion in Jade Cargill. Then, more promos and stuff like they do on the WWE Network. Come back to this match. The New Day have retained the World Tag Team titles after defeating the Usos in an elimination tables match in 8.5 minutes. So what happened was, Xavier Woods was eliminated, Kofi was 2-1 down, and Kofi pulled it out with possibly heel tactics to retain. The Usos were better when it comes to better in-ring performers, but I still think that's an absolute positive. So if you can hear that, there's kids currently walking past my house and they're screaming. So yeah, there's kids running past my house because what time is it? Oh, it's 3:15. It's kicking out time at schools. For fuck's sake, hate when to do that. Anyway, New Day retains. Next, Becky, absolutely exhausted and distraught that she did not win the Royal Rumble. She has to defend the women's title and the Intercontinental title against Bayley. And she loses the title as well. In a bout that a good heat and decent wrestling, Bayley defeated Becky Lynch in a hardcore match in 12:41 by pinfall by using the foreign object. Bayley is a new Women's Intercontinental Champion. First, Becky gets into the final two, Royal Rumble, and loses the IC title all on the same night. Becky's going to snap. So Becky Lynch has an in-ring performance of 63. Bayley has a 58. So yeah, Bayley's a new IC champion. Becky's fucking nights just got worse. And then at the end of the segment, Becky's there trying to get her heat back, smashing Bayley. Like Valkyrie comes out to say, "Oh, whoa, what are you doing?" And then Becky backs off, basically. Next, we've got... I was going to put this in the pre-show, but I thought, nah. I thought I'll just leave it and just get it over and done with. Anyway, Chelsea Green retains. The bout had decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Yeah, Chelsea Green retains. Yeah, she's fucking hilarious, Chelsea Green. And the shit that Michael Hayes said about her on WWE Unreal was fucking bollocks. Fucking, I know he said it about 2-3 weeks ago, but that was bollocks. Next, we get a video package hyping up the next match. The next match is Bronson Steiner versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. And we've got a new champion, and it only gets a 51. Oh! In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Bronson Steiner is the new World Heavyweight Champion after defeating CM Punk in 12:20 by pinfall with a spear. Match was awful, though. Yeah, as you guys are aware, I'm a massive CM Punk fan, but I need to start pushing people towards the future. And in real life, they didn't pull the trigger on Bronson. They need to pull the trigger on the guy. He's a world champion material. His dad's fucking Rick Steiner and his fucking uncle Scott Steiner. Fucking hell. Put the belt on him. He's a fucking unit. So, here we go. Next. And we've got another title change at Royal Rumble. Ray's beating Dominic in 8:41 by pinfall with a Frog Splash. Rey Mysterio wins the WWE Intercontinental Championship. By the way, this is not over. My plan for Rey and Dominic is they're going to have a rematch at Roadblock. And then I'm not going to give any spoilers. And I'm possibly going to do a third match at WrestleMania. Putting a massive stip on that Mania match to go inside with that. So Rey has won his, 7th in the Continental title reign? That's his 7th or something like that. I don't know how many world title reigns has Rey won. I'm pretty sure Rey Ray's had at least... let me have a look. I thought he was more than that. That's only his third win. His third IC title win. He's only won the belt twice. I thought he won it more than that. Next, we've got a video package, the same one that I played on Raw between Cody and Randy. So, we have had, who was it, 2 title changes in a row. You can make that 3. In about that fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Randy Orton is the new WWE champion after defeating Cody Rhodes in 15:56 by pinfall with an RKO. That is Randy's 15th world title. So, why have I put the belt back on Randy? I think it's better Randy being champion as a heel than having babyfaces chase him. I think that's what makes Randy better. So, Randy got a 59, Cody got a 64. Okay, next segment. Randy Orton's there, celebrating the title, doing his pose he does in the corner. And now we're about to go to the Men's Royal Rumble. We've got the Men's Royal Rumble coming up next, guys. And the winner of the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble is Guenter. Guenter won the 2026 Royal Rumble. The final 4 was Seth, Cody, Roman and Guenter. In real life, Guenter got to the final 2 and lost to Roman. On mine, I flipped it. Guenter beat Roman. I flipped real life, basically. Lesnar got eliminated here. Who was the first eliminated? Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson was first. Handle changes. Obafemi. A very good gimmick. Recap gimmick, yep. And then at the end of the show we get 66. Guenter does his thing, like laughing, and the crowd's booing him and all this lot. He points to the WrestleMania sign saying, I am going to a WrestleMania. So, I've got a lot to think about right now because I've literally got right now 2 heel champions and a heel Royal Rumble winner. And then on the women's side, I've got 1 heel, 1 babyface champion and 1 heel winner. So, I've got some ideas what I want to do for each for the show. Let's see how we did. We got a 71. We got a 71. We're not making a speech. Financial report. Let's have a look, see how we did for money. So popularity has gone up in Europe and in Mexico. So tonight's complete. You must choose to take part in the media scrum. As Bayley won the WWE contract, that means you get behind her strong over the next coming weeks. And I said, I'm not committing to anything. Let's see how her reign develops. She deserves the opportunity to run as champion. I have a lot of faith in her. I've given her an opportunity. Let's see how she does. Or we're going to get behind her with a big push. I'm going to say she deserves the opportunity to get a run as champion. Born has made as a road agent. Yeah, I think he's done. He deserves up. Yeah. Didn't appear in the Royal Rumble, and he's been put back to disappointment. How are you going to handle this? Backstage, he's going to not going to take care of this. It's full of good people. So I've done my media scrum. Yeah, because they've put that in now. That wasn't in any of the other games. So we've got a new WWE champion in Randy Orton. We've got a new World Heavyweight champion in Braun Breaker. We've got a new Women's IC champion in Bayley. We've got Roxanne Perez as the Women's Royal Rumble winner. We've got Guenter as the Men's Royal Rumble winner. I've got one or two of the storylines, I'm going to say it's now one or two of the storylines that I've got in place right now is going to keep going. Oh yeah, Ray's the new IC champion. The Ray and Dominic one's going to keep going. The women's IC one, because Becky's entitled to a rematch. I might throw Lyra in there, maybe throw a fourth person there, maybe throw a heel in there, two baby faces, two heels, and maybe make it a four-way at Roadblock for the women's IC. That's an idea I've got. Maybe a fatal four-way for the women's. For the women's WWE women's title on SmackDown, I need to figure out what to do with that one. Cosmic Angels. Here we go. Couple of people signed to developmental deals. Let's have a look. Oh, we need to start getting... I might... Yeah, I think I need to. I think I need to get off Netflix and go back and full pay-per-views again. That's exactly what I'm going to do. And it's not costing me any money to cancel it. I need proper pay-per-views again. Bring actual fucking revenue in, because I can't be on Netflix because you're just hemorrhaging money. Cancel deals. Here we go. So their TV show that'll stay on Netflix, but their pay-per-views. My pay-per-views have to be on pay-per-view. So we're gonna search any type: terrestrial pay-per-view, cable pay-per-view, internet pay-per-view. Let's go cable. Oh, the TNA's on Dish. Virgin Media, TNT. Oh. We're not paying anything per share for this deal. We're not paying anything. We're not paying anything. Uh, 2-year contract, late night. Purpose of this deal: 30% to the company proposed deal. Bang! That's a way better deal. So I'm now on TNT Sport for pay-per-view. I would go see if, do you reckon? Alright, okay, WWE won't pay for the show. Let's go. No. No, not 35. 30. 2-year deal. Bang. Bang. I need to go on. Minimum 24 episodes. So basically getting all the Dish Mexico. So yeah, let's just try. Hopefully I get more paper, get some more cash in. Sparklight, Skybox Office. That's what WWE used to be on back in the 2000s. That's what they used to be on. Oh, Dish TV in India. Even though it's just, I think if they're doing it this way, I'd make. Must be 30, doesn't it? 30, bang, bang, India. Right. Have I got, so I'm not, so that's UK, US, Canada, Mexico, India. So, because I reckon I'll get more money doing this way. Search. I know I've got distracted, but it needs to be done. Covers in. I haven't done Japan, have I? I haven't got any. Wow Prime. There we go. That stuff. That's Japan's pay-per-view. So we get the rights for everything. A 30% split will make a bit more money. Because look, we only get on Netflix. We only get 10%. We only get 10% of the ad revenue. With pay-per-view, we now get 30. Our next pay-per-view is in foot. Well, people are not happy. Why people irritated? Oh, for being left off the Royal Rumble card. So some of these storylines are going to remain the same. Some of them are going to be removed. So that will be it for this episode. What's up with Bruno? Bye. That Brooke Havoc. Yeah, I signed it, didn't I? But the only problem is, I wanted to go down to send away, send to developmental. There's somebody else I saw that who should be in developmental, but they're not. There we go. Kanakik, she's supposed to be in developmental as well. Send away, send to developmental. Trying to think who else. Should we go to the Cruz del Toro? Do you know what? I might put the whole LWO into developmental actually. Cruz del Toro. Not Berto. Dragon Lee, don't know if I would put him. Could do. Joe. I'm going to change the content as well. Oh, Billy Kidman. Pete Williams. Raquel. Funaki. Love Funaki, I do. Back in the day, he was so fucking funny. Yeah, Sex Appeal's 90. What's up with Triple H leading off the front? Why do you need to be on the WrestleMania card? You don't even wrestle. Oh my god, people are pissed off because they're not on the WrestleMania card. Oh yeah, Millie McKenzie, send away to NXT. Right, I'm definitely going to be off camera in this video. I'm going to sort my whole roster out. Sort my storylines out, sort everything out, spend a little bit of time on it. So that'll be it, guys, for this video. So if you enjoyed this video, so little recap. Guenter won the men's Royal Rumble. Roxanne Perez won the women's. We have crowned, was it 5 new champions at Royal Rumble? Our next pay-per-view is in 4 weeks, and it is WWE No Way Out 2006. This is a SmackDown only pay-per-view. 3 weeks after that is WWE Roadblock, which is a Raw only pay-per-view. I'm going back to the old school method. See, look, Sunday the 8th, Sunday the 22nd. So, right, we're on the road to WrestleMania now, guys. So until then, have a good one, look after yourself, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, have a good one. Bye-bye, see you in a bit, bye-bye.